We have solved the second order differential equation with variable term in our last video. However, there are situations where the usual method of undetermined coefficients fails. Here we are going to see that certain modification that disables us from using that method in its pure form. And for that we do a little bit of modification. That is why we call it a modification in that method. This is the standard form of the second order differential equation with variable term. But in this case, this will have a little bit of modification that we can see from this example. We are using this situation in a numerical way so that we could be able to judge that how it will fail in case of the current situation. The first observation that we have is that we do not have the yt term in it. That is why we generated its coefficient as 0, and that will be equal to a2. This is that situation where the usual method will fail. Let us see how. These are the steps that we have done before, so we are not going to dwell much on them. You can pause the video and rehearse them in the light of the previous video. We have extracted the values of a1 and a2 and ft, and once we do this we can rewrite the equation asserting that the two sides are equal and the coefficients of the variable terms and the constants, they will be equal. So when this happens, we can go with the comparison, and before we do the comparison, we know that we have to come up with a general quadratic solution, and this would be that trial solution that we are going to experiment. Definitely this is yt, and we can construct y bar t and y double bar t from it, and we did it here by taking the first order derivative and the second order derivative. And now we have the values of y bar t and y double bar t and y t. Now we are going to equalize them. These are the two terms that were present, but this term is generated because in order to compare the two terms we have to come up with this component, which is the original function and its derivative, and then the second order derivative. So now let's put the values. This is the value of y bar t, this y double bar t, and this is the value of y bar t, and this is the value of yt. So now we are going to simplify this expression, which is simple algebra. Due to this 0, all of these terms will reduce to 0. Rearranging and putting them in an order where t square comes in the beginning and t and then the constant terms. Here this must be noticed that t square was absent, so we introduced it, but we also multiplied 0 with it so that it disappears at the end, and now it becomes comparable. This is the coefficient of t square, this is the coefficient t square on the right hand side, coefficient of t on the left hand side, and coefficient of t on the right hand side, and the constant term, we can equate them. These are the coefficients of t square, these are the coefficients of t, and these are the constant terms on both of the sides. These can make sense, but this cannot make sense because 6 cannot be equal to 0. So we have an illogical outcome. So we cannot use this trial solution that we experimented with. So we have to come up with some sort of modification. And for that we did multiply t with this term. And when we multiply t with this term, it is likely that the degree of yt that will increase by 1. Because we'll be multiplying t, so the terms will be having higher powers accordingly. So this trial now will be with a t getting multiplied with it. We are multiplying t on both on this side in order to come up with a higher degree. So when we multiply t, it becomes cube, and this becomes square, and this becomes t. Now we can take the derivative of this yt, which will be y bar t, and then further derivative y double bar t, because these are the two values that we can now substitute here, and we have substituted them. So we should put these values in the given equation that we had before. This is that equation that we had. We can put the value of y double bar t, yt, and then y bar t, and then yt. So here y double bar t, y bar t, and yt, their values are given. Right hand side is as it is. Now we can simplify these terms. Primarily these terms will disappear because of the 0 outside, and then we'll be left with lesser terms, and we have rearranged them in such a way that we have t square in the beginning and then t and then the constant terms. Then they are very much comparable because these are the coefficients of t square, these are the coefficients of t, and these are the constants. So now b1 is calculated. We can put the value of b1 here to get the value of b2, and then b2 is substitutable here to give us the value of b3. So in this way we have found all the three coefficients, that is b1, b2 and b3. Once we have these values, we can put them into their places, that is b1, b2 and b3, and we get the particular integral. So now we have the solution of the given differential equation, which was a second order differential equation with constant coefficients but variable term, and that variable term was not the usual case because the yt term was missing in the given differential equation. So we used the method of undetermined coefficients but with a slight modification, which was to multiply the trial quadratic function with t. This is that t that we multiplied, and we must remember that the complementary function can be found by using the same methods that we have been using before, because the right hand side doesn't affect the complementary function. So this was the complementary function as well as the particular integral guidance for a second order differential equation with variable term with a little bit of modification. Thank you.